Hello and welcome. Welcome to your full moon transit report from me, Aya, and you are watching Wild, Free, and Tangled Fairy. Our full moon on October 13th is in Aries, and you can see that we have a conjunction here between the moon and Chiron. So, what does the full moon in Aries mean? So, the full moon is about letting go of things that no longer serve you. It's also a celebration, looking back at all the work you've put in during the new moon and celebrating the ways that Mother Nature, the Mother Moon, has assisted you in helping you reach your goals, your short 2-week goals, right? So, Aries is ruled, Mars is ruled by, which, Aries is ruled by Mars. Mars is known to be the red planet, the planet of rage, but it's also the energy of the warrior. It's the energy of the soul, personality, independence, fire energy. So, this is about you taking a stand for yourself. Seeing areas in your life where you could stand to put yourself first, especially where you're wounded in your personality, wounded in your soul, in ways that are so painful that all you can do is just try to pick up the pieces and move forward one foot at a time. But you have this extra energy here with this trine and Jupiter. And this can also be a danger of us getting angry and kind of feeling our rage. What tends to happen on the outside of us, whatever energy is being called forth, you'll see it as a manifestation on the outside of you through your relationships, through your partnerships, at work, and or just kind of like oddball situations, because the full moon can bring in some really interesting characters and it's in wounds to be healed. Things might come up that you haven't thought about in a long time, or you might find yourself in situations that are oddball and just one-time situations. Nonetheless, there'll be a light shone on what areas in your life you need to heal and you need to work on. Some of you all are in crisis mode, and some of you might be coming face to face with a raging bull inside of yourself or in other people that needs to be healed. So beware of big blow-ups, big fights, big arguments. Try to maybe diffuse a situation by thinking about what you say before you say it. Do tell the truth, because Aries tends to want to be honest, and so does this Sag energy as well. You have a tendency to want to just shoot from the hip and be like, hey, I'm tired of you doing that. I'm tired of you saying this, or I'm not going to get ran over. Hey, you might be hasty in your delivery and rub people the wrong way and make people feel like, well, I can't come talk to her or him, or I can't deal with this person's rage and anger, so we don't want to talk to you. We're going to try to manipulation here in Scorpio. Manipulation of your emotions, manipulation of your feelings, manipulation in speech, revealing the truth about what's really actually going on, the drama that comes up within you being played out through communication and through love. I'm seeing narcissistic relationships coming into view, issues within the family, the drama, the dynamics, especially since Pluto just went direct not too long ago. You're being called to go through rejuvenation. Some of you are finding your wings. Some of you are finding that your wings have been clipped, and it's time for you to patch your wings up and heal them up, which means isolation and time alone to regather yourself. And some of you have been through a lot of inner turmoil and drama over the past several months that now you're starting to feel your strength. And now you're starting to see why you suffer so deeply. Because now you're beginning to see your autonomy into place. This is what Pluto was all about. This transformation that only comes through drama, right? As this Pluto in Capricorn is going to be where your foundation is, where you have karma. I've been seeing a lot of daddy issues coming up to be healed. I've been seeing a lot of really deep-seated issues that have to do with trauma, family, even soul ties, downright selling souls to the devil type of energy. Capricorn is the devil. Scorpio goes into the occult. So there have been people dealing with dark magic issues, maybe even dark magic that is passed on through the ancestral line that needs to be cleared up and healed. And so with this full moon energy and Aries is giving you this power, this authority within yourself to say no more, because that's how you face your demons. You begin to talk to them, and a lot of times you can make them your friend. You can give them a choice, but you got to get the hell out of here. You can say, look, I see you for what you are, because you need the awareness. Pluto going direct is giving you the awareness to be like, oh, this is what this is. This is what that is. That's who this is. And now I can handle seeing the truth. I can handle the truth. Instead of being like, I can't handle the truth, it's too hard. But with everything that you've been experiencing inside your emotional body, when it comes to your foundation and what it is you need to take more serious in your life, and the ways you need to grow up and gather yourself and get yourself together as an adult, because we're here to mature. So Pluto on Capricorn is asking you to mature. As you mature, you face your demons, and demons are immature nincompoops who want you to play with them all day and to escape responsibilities and to ignore, which is the root of ignorance. Ignore what's right, and maybe just focus on pleasure, or whatever it is. So you face your demons by giving them options to be like, okay, after you face them and you acknowledge them and you call things by their name, face, place, thing, situation, and you give them a choice. It's like, either you're going to be on my side and we're going to move forward in this direction. You can go into this white light. You can go back to where you came from. But nonetheless, I am moving forward, and I'm not afraid of the consequences either way. Capricorn energy is about facing your consequences. Even when you're doing something positive and moving forward towards what you want in your life and proclaiming your truth and revealing what's hidden and underneath the veil, there's consequences. Going after your dreams, there's consequences. And a lot of us are afraid to take a stand for who we really are, which is Aries energy. Take a stand for who you really are, because that means you might lose some people, and some people might get upset with you. It's a healing of having to admit that there's some relationships that are going to change. Not everything's going to stay the same. And that's some of you guys' greatest fears. Scorpio energy. The fear that I won't be loved, the fear that I'll be abandoned, the fear that if I'm my true self, then people are going to leave me, or I won't be able to be there for others the way I really have been in the past. People have been relying upon you and your energy and your kindness and your healing powers in order to get them through. So what might end up happening here is that you won't be able to take it anymore. Things will come to a head and you'll say, hey, no more, you know? But you don't have to throw the whole relationship out because your relationships are changing, because things are changing. You can allow your relationship to evolve and allow the dust to settle. Whoever is part of your soul tribe is always a part of your soul tribe, unless you guys agree that this relationship is not for our best and highest good anymore. But I see people throwing the baby out with the bathwater when they could just, allow this change to happen and then see what happens next. Scorpio energy, Pluto energy, Capricorn energy even will tend to want to control the outcome of things, but you can't control the outcome. You have to let that be. Let it be what it is or what it isn't. Yeah. Don't ignore your feelings. If something has been getting under your skin and you've been ignoring something that's been going on, that's been chronic for a really long time, it's time. It's a great time to face your fears and face your challenges head on with this full moon in Aries energy. Face the energy head on and you will not lose. You have so much to gain. Let go of control and speak your truth. Be sincere, be vulnerable, be honest. That's what Venus and Scorpio is about. Let things be transformed with love, because Scorpio is really deep passion and love. You want the truth for their highest and best good. You're not trying to hurt people, but sometimes the truth hurts. Take responsibility first for your own truth. And again, we see here Jupiter sextile Mars. We have that same Mars energy with the full moon in Aries. So no matter where you turn, there's this energy that's like larger than life. And it just may overwhelm you and take over you. This morning, I was working on my inner rage inside myself. I noticed that it's come to my attention. I've already known this, but lately I've taken it upon myself to give a damn even more about people feeling like they have to walk around eggshells around my anger. I don't mind confrontation. I've actually grown to be pretty comfortable with it. But there are some people in my soul tribe that avoid it and they're passive, And so sometimes I am not gentle with other people's level of comfortability with me asserting myself. And I feel like I can come across harsh. This is my chart because of this Mars in the 12th house. As I get more and more in contact with my inner rage, which is a victory for me, it's scary to others because they may not be used to it and they may not have conquered that within themselves. So I'm learning to have compassion even for people who have in the past either have been an abuser towards me or just have been passive, and been able to manipulate me because I'm not in touch with how to assert myself. You understand what I'm saying? So now, as you have come to transmute this energy, Pluto and Capricorn, when Pluto was in retrograde, you might have more power than people around you. And you might find yourself stepping on people's toes. It's kind of like a baby learning how to walk. It's not smooth yet. And so the universe allows us these opportunities to practice, to test us in a sense, to see how we're going to work with these energies. So we have all this Mars power, all this fire power, right? In different places. Mars in Libra, the full moon in Aries, and both there's a trine to Jupiter, and there's a sextile to Mars and Jupiter. So you have all this, and then Scorpio is ruled by Pluto and Mars, and it's sextile Pluto right now with Venus and Mercury. And so this is all going after what you want and removing the blockages to asserting yourself. It's like dynamite blowing up the spot so that you can move forward in your path, but blowing up your own spot though. And as you blow up your own spot, it will have a trickle-down effect in your other relationships, but you don't have to throw the dynamite directly into other people's lives. They might not be ready for that. This is for you mainly. This is about you taking responsibility. You can assert yourself, but be careful. Use your words wisely. Use your power with discernment. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And have a great full moon in Aries. I'm proud of all of you. Something inside of me wanted me to let you know I'm proud of you for all the hard work and your dedication to spirit. Peace to you. Don't forget to participate with me and join me on Patreon as I upload astrology lessons and we do new moon and full moon rituals together. Let's bond. Let's build a beautiful community where we all get to share our wonderful gifts with one another as we grow. Peace to you. Bye for now.